Hey everybody. So I thought I would just touch base with all of you because I know this is an online course, but I thought we'd at least have a little bit of face-to-face online so I can touch base with you guys on the next couple of assignments, okay? I hope everybody's doing well, getting through the program, and I think now that you guys have switched from George to Raj, so I hope you guys are enjoying that. So you'll notice that I've posted the answers obviously to assignment 1 and assignment 2 now. Those were pretty easy. We took baby steps into this course. And you'll notice for the video questions, I'm not gonna bother handing those back. They're all pretty much done. I put the answers up. You'll kind of see where you went wrong. You can send me an email if you have any questions, but at this point, everything's been completed, okay? I wanna talk a little bit about the next couple assignments moving forward so that we're all on the same page. The first one I want to talk to you about was the individual assignment, okay, which is due on November 13th at 11 p.m. via email. When you're going into this assignment, I just want to touch base a bit about the APA. I believe that you guys received this document from Sally, and it was the library workshops documentation, I think, that was handed out that night. You really want to try and pay attention to everything that you went through that night with regards to APA and the flow of the document and obviously how it's being presented. Even though your next assignment doesn't require you to upload a video, I wanted to start this now in case some of the teams are already working together and wanted to start practicing. What I'm going to do following this with you guys is that what I'll do is I'll actually post a link to show you how you actually load the video. Some of you probably already know how to do all this, but for those of you that might be a little bit not as tech savvy as other people, I'm going to post a link onto Moodle showing you how you upload the video and how you would actually hand that in for the next assignment, the case assignment, okay? So with regards to the individual assignment, just a couple of things, okay? So obviously first your topic, you want to choose a hospitality business service-based. And we've seen a lot of these in the past. Some people have chosen Sephora, some people have gone to so far to go to a hotel, restaurant. You probably want to try and focus on something that maybe you're interested in, or maybe something that might be out of your comfort zone that you haven't focused on before, okay? Next, you want to research the company and use the course modules and tools. This is where you kind of want to scroll down to those PowerPoints. Use the information I've given you there. It's going to really build for your content in the paper. And then finally, you want to present a summary of your findings in your paper, okay? So when we're talking about the assignment sections, when you look at your paper, I want you to kind of look at it like walking through from beginning to end. So one, you're going to have your project introduction. This is basically, you know, where you have your mini thesis. You're going to tell us what you're going to tell the audience what your paper is about, okay? Then you want to talk about your 7 Ps of service marketing. The flower service of service model. You really want to talk to me about the petals and go into the petals and the different petals that might be seen in that certain service industry. Obviously, you want to tell me about the service-scape. I think all of you pretty much are understanding what a service-scape is. Some of your findings, conclusions, okay, and obviously make sure you've got your references APA'd. The big thing here is we want to make sure that the writing is to APA standard and that we understand the flow of the paper. Last but not least, the paper should be about 10 to 12 pages, okay? And again, you want to refer to APA for 12 point, for your spacing, and etc., okay? In terms of the format, okay, you want to make sure you have a cover page, your table of contents, executive summary, and keep in mind executive summary. Some people choose to do an executive summary, some people choose to do an abstract. For this type of paper, you're not really at the level you would have an abstract because it's not that vast amount of a topic yet. You want to make sure your headings are correct, your headings and your subheadings. You want to make sure that, again, they're following APA standards. And you want to make sure that you have documentation of your graphs, your data, your figures, right? Because obviously we would assume that you have appendices in this paper that actually refer to data, etc. I think that's about it. I have a little bit of a helpful hint, right? You want to make sure you're looking at the marketing of how whichever industry you choose or whichever service you choose, how it's being marketed, and kind of really focus on how they're communicating that out to the public, and then how the guest is responding to that, right? So we're really looking at the service scape and how the flow goes back and forth. If you have any questions about the assignment, don't feel free to book an appointment with me, send me a text, we can always find time, okay? Next, I just want to move into assignment 2, because this is a little bit, or sorry, assignment 4, I think this is on Moodle. I don't have Moodle up right now in front of me. I want to talk a little bit about the case study team assignment. So you'll see that all your teams have been assigned. I think Khalid, if you're there, hi Khalid, you were a bit late coming in, so I think you're the only one, but you are doing an individual assignment. This assignment is due December 11th, and I understand that this passed final exam week, but that's why we chose that week, so that basically this gives you guys the most amount of time to get this done, okay? And when you hand in this assignment, you'll also have to complete your team peer evaluation. It will be handed in as well, because that will be worth 5%, okay? I've gone through that document. It's on Moodle. It walks through what is a case study, okay? It talks about how the assignment works from step 1 to step 6. Okay, and then I've given you some questions to look at when you're looking at a case study to how to analyze that. But there's lots of information on Google Scholar, even on Google for that matter, about how to look at case studies, how to analyze them, and how to report on them. So there's lots of research out there. And obviously when we look at case studies, we are looking at the methods for approaching the case study, which is we want to analyze, okay? We want to read, analyze the information, apply it, and then you want to brainstorm, right? You kind of want to map out what that paper is going to look like, okay? And then you want to plan, implement, and evaluate, okay? This assignment, obviously you're going to be uploading your PowerPoint, as I mentioned, and like I said, I'll be posting a how-to video following this so that you guys can see how to do that. Again, if there's any questions about this assignment, or if you're wondering how to analyze case studies more efficiently, again, feel free to have a one-on-one with me or send me a text and we can discuss. I'm almost done talking. Last but not least, please pay attention to the rubrics that I posted on Moodle, because even though I don't see you face to face, I will be actually conducting an oral presentation rubric that will be applied to your group and will actually be a contribution for the assessment into your mark, okay? And as well, you'll see that I've also put the essay rubric up there as well. You wanna make sure that you're walking through that rubric out of 25 points, because I'll be looking at the scale from kind of 0 to 5 on the level of your writing. Okay, I think that's about it. It's VCC Day, so I hope you guys had a great VCC Day today, and I look forward to touching base with all of you, and yeah, I look forward to reading all your assignments. Okay, bye.